Hello, I'm Nikki. This is your election special tarot reading and astrology energy report for the election 2017 in the UK. Okay, on the 8th of June, there isn't actually that much happening in planetary wise, but on the 9th of June, you've got a full moon in Sagittarius, you've got the Sun in Gemini, and you've also got Saturn in Sagittarius. So that's quite an interesting combination for the day after the election, and these energies will be building up on polling day as well. Firstly, I think that campaigning will focus very much on core ideas and values. Sagittarius is all about high ideas, they're quite idealistic, they're quite optimistic, likely to play in better for the Greens and Jeremy Corbyn. They could do better than expected. Saturn in Sagittarius is going to show us where restrictions are going to be placed on us. Also, the 9th of June will be almost like the natal chart, if you like, for this Parliament. So this energy will carry on through the term. And Sagittarius is looking at ideology, religion, travel, personal freedoms, religious freedoms, freedom of speech, all these type of things. So you're going to have a conflict and tension between wanting these things in our society and restrictions. So it'll be quite interesting to see how much that will be a focus of this next Parliament. Okay, I've pulled some cards. The first one, Seven of Wands. This is all about standing your ground and fighting quite hard for what you think is right, and I think this will be the case across all political parties depending where they are on the political spectrum. So it will all be about ideas and core ideology. Then you've got the World card, and I think this Parliament will be quite important with Saturn coming into play, laying the foundation for long-term plans. I think this Parliament could change quite a few things for the long term. Reversed Empress has come up. It probably shows that Theresa May, she may still be in government, but she would probably be under pressure to resign or be in a weakened position. So she will find some pressure, and I pulled some clarifiers around that. And I've got the Two of Cups, Two of Swords, and the reverse Chariot, and so you may have that she's either got a minority government or be forced into a coalition. There's definitely a lot of restrictions around that. But from these cards, it looks like she's likely to stay in charge, but at a very much more restricted level. Then you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins, and this shows the tension between what we want to have, all the good things in society, but the restriction of how we're going to pay for that. But it's also about new ideas and new starts. So I think this Parliament could come up with some new ideas about funding what we need in our society, and some quite interesting ideas around that, less traditional things than we've been used to. Then you've got the Seven of Swords. Surprise, surprise. I think we could find that some of our politicians have been less than honest with us, and we might have some things come out after the election around the full moon in Sagittarius, where we'll find some things out that our politicians have been less than honest. So that's not too surprising, but I do think it'll be an interesting one. And the polls are saying that it's likely to be a hung Parliament. I think the astrology also suggests that, because you've got this Jupiter going direct as well, so you've got this tension between wanting to expand and put new ideas in place and Saturn restricting that. So it's likely to be sort of a coalition or minority government in place. But because you've got the reversed Empress, that is, I think, perhaps likely to be Theresa May, but in a weakened, difficult position. So I think it could be a difficult Parliament. You could have a high turnout, because I think people could get swept up with some of these ideas, and the mood will be looking for a change. But it might be not quite as clear cut as you'd expect. It would be a lot of working together and cooperation between the parties. Okay, so that's my election special. I look forward to seeing how correct it is after polling day.